Our calculator has different modes, a degree mode and a radian mode. You have to make sure you're in the correct mode or you will get the wrong answer on everything. So if you are using the Chromebook, if you hit the mode button right up there by the second, and you'll see the third thing down, it has radian degree. For now, we have only learned degree, so you need to make sure degree is highlighted. And then you can get out of there if you just hit second and that mode button again, it will take you out. So everyone make sure you're in degree mode. And I think your calculators, and your calculators on the Chromebook even say across the top, it has like normal, float, auto, real, degree. So you can just look there and make sure it says that degree. Does everybody see that? Okay. Second thing, I've already mentioned this once, but you see the sine, cosine, tangent buttons above them. It has sine to -1, cosine -1, tangent -1. That does not mean reciprocal. So we'll talk at the very last example what that does mean, but if I want cosecant, I'm not going to use that button to get it. So let's just talk about how we plug these things in. Tangent is 68 degrees, 43 minutes. So what you're going to do is push the tangent button and it will open a parenthesis automatically when you do so. To type this in, we're going to do it like we are converting this into decimal. So we'll do 68 plus 43 minutes. You would do 43 over 60, just like we are converting it. We'll just type all of that in at once. So 68 plus 43 over 60. And we should get 2.567. I didn't tell you how many decimals. If I went to 4, 5671. Second one, cosine. We have a cosine button. So we can just type this in, 193.622. And you should get 0.9718, or 19, excuse me, if you round. Is everybody getting those? If you get something different, let me know so I can call. If I want to do cosecant, cosecant is the reciprocal of what? Sine. So you will type it in as 1 divided by the sine of this. That one. Secant, how would I type that in? Divided by cosine. And if it's a negative, you can just type that all in. You can find the coterminal, but you certainly don't have to. Your calculator can deal with the negative. And that gives us 3.4203. Okay, I want to talk about expulsion. We did our last example yesterday. We did this, like I said, 2, negative radical 3 over 2, and we had to find the angle. Right now we're only going to be dealing with between 0 and 90, so what quadrant is that? Quadrant 1. So you're not going to have to give me every possible answer. We're just giving one of them, the one in the first quadrant that makes it true. And then if I want my angle, that's when we use the inverse button. Essentially what we need to do is move this cosine to the other side, and the only way to do that is to make it cosine inverse. So you're going to hit second and then the cosine button, and then type in that decimal. So when you need an angle, that's when you use that -1. We hit second cosine. This is giving our theta, which is a degree. So we get 22.8 and then 9 repeating, so 22.9 degrees. The second one of these is probably the most frequently missed question. If I say cotangent, okay, if I just want to move that angle to the other side, the problem is I don't have a tangent or a cotangent button to use. So I need to first, before I move it over, rewrite this in terms of tangent. Tangent and cotangent are reciprocal, so that means tangent is 1 over this value. If you don't do this as your first step, you will get the wrong answer. So first, write it as 1 over. Then, if I want to move my tangent, I make it tangent inverse of 1 divided by that. If I type that in, I get 34.6543 degrees. Any issues with this stuff? How to use your calculator? That is really all that is in here. So I'm giving just a few problems from this, just enough for you to practice on your calculator. So we have several things out right now. The quiz needs to be done by the end of the hour. You can take it at any time. Section 2.2 that I gave you yesterday is due tomorrow. This is section 2.3. You'll probably be able to get it done, but I'm just going to go ahead and give you until Thursday anyway. Tomorrow I'm not teaching anything new. We're just going to take a review day tomorrow. Thursday I want to do a quiz. Over sections 2.1 to 2.3. So I'll just be reviewing tomorrow with all of that. Any questions?